Hey everybody, this is Peter Hudson and I'm a real estate agent in Arizona. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the steps to buying a house, and I'm going to put this in a two-part video series so that we don't make the videos exceptionally long. The first thing you want to do whenever you're going to be buying a house is you need to get pre-qualified. If you're not paying cash, you're going to have to be pre-qualified because we have to send along your pre-qualification letter with any offer that we make. And so therefore, you do have to go through the pre-qualification process. You can work with a lender of your choice to get the pre-qualification, or I have some fantastic people that I can recommend to you who would be of major assistance to you in the pre-qualification process. Also, the reason that you want to get pre-qualified is that you need to know how much of a house can you afford to buy. So for example, maybe you can get qualified to buy a house that costs $400,000, but you are interested in looking at houses that cost $600,000. It's a complete waste of time because you will not qualify to buy the houses that cost $600,000 if you have a qualification for $400,000. So this is why you want to get pre-qualified. It gives us an idea of where we should be looking at what price point we should be looking at. Number two is that you need to be choosing your real estate agent. I have an excellent idea for you. You should be choosing me. I am an excellent real estate agent, and I am very experienced, and I'll be happy to help you all along the way and represent you in the home buying process. You can also ask your friends or family members on who they would recommend that you use as a real estate agent, but I'm more than glad to help you and represent you in this process. You will be very happy with me. Step number three is that we need to start the home search. And chances are you have already done this by starting to look at homes online using Realtor.com and other sites like this. I will tell you that I have a fantastic search engine right on my website, and it bypasses a lot of things that are just not of interest to you, like advertising and things of that nature, like you will see on Realtor.com and Zillow and other sites like that. So check out my website, do the home search there. It's a fantastic tool and it does an amazing job. So check that out. Once we find the house that you have interest in looking at, we can either do a virtual tour or we can also make an appointment for you to see the house in person. I would never buy a house that I have not seen in person because there's many factors that come into buying a house that you cannot tell online, such as what is the neighborhood like, or is the house within a flight pattern of an airport? Is the house by a busy highway? Those things may or may not be of interest to you, but you need to go to the house to see the house, to smell the house, and just make sure the house will work for you. It's going to be one of the largest purchases you ever make, so you want to make sure you're making the right choice. Once we have found the house that you like and you're ready to make an offer on the home, then we will make the offer with the seller's agent, and we'll most likely have to negotiate the offers. Chances are the house is going to have multiple offers. We will have to be smart in how we make our presentation to the seller of the home, and I have some good old tricks up my sleeve to be able to help us get to a successful bid on a house. Okay, now we're going to have an acceptance of your offer. That's the next step. So the acceptance means that the seller has agreed to your offer of price point and different things about the offer. And so they are going to sign off on that and they will accept your offer. That's called the acceptance of the offer. Once we have the acceptance, we now have a contract. After we have the acceptance of the offer, we have a contract. The next step is that we need to open escrow. And how you open escrow is that the contracts and all the paperwork are sent over to a title company along with your earnest deposit money. So the earnest deposit is a way for you saying to the seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I am interested in buying your house, and I'm going to put up my money to show you that I am sincerely interested. So most of the times, a earnest deposit is going to be somewhere between 1 and 2%. I have seen earnest deposit checks as low as $2,000 on a very modest home, and I have seen checks of $40,000 on multi-million-dollar homes. So it can be really anywhere in between, but those are all negotiating points. A title company is a third-party independent company who does so many things for us behind the scenes. I have a lot of information about what is a title company on this website and what do they do. So be sure to check that out if you have an interest. So this will conclude part number 1 in the steps to buying a house. I do encourage you to go over and watch part number 2 and the steps to buying a house, because it starts to go through the next steps, and there are several more steps to buying a house. If you have any questions about buying a house, please feel free to reach out to me by email or by phone. And thanks for watching.